What's your favorite part of the music production process?
I love being able to take an idea that I have in my head and just make it into something that people can hear and enjoy. I really just love the entire process, from initial songwriting all the way through tracking, mixing, and mastering. I enjoy all of it.
Tell me about your first music production experience.
My first experience was in high school with a band called Calvin Nova. It was the first time I was ever in a professional studio, and we went in there to record 5 songs in 2 days, and so we were rushing through it. Didn't budget our time wisely, but we were able to get it done and actually come out with something we were really proud of. So it was definitely hectic, but it was a lot of fun to be in there for the first time and really just dive into that artistic environment with a producer.
Was that your first time in a professional production studio?
That was my first time ever in a professional production studio, and it was awesome.
Did it all come naturally, or were the people there to help you learn?
The producers were really helpful with this, working with us as a first-time band, but I did start doing electronic music production back when I was 12, when I got my first computer. I've been playing guitar a year before that, and when I was 11, and I got my first computer and just started experimenting with writing songs and recording myself on the computer, and through the years just acquired equipment until I was demoing my own songs and I was ready to take it to the next level. And so I was able to go in there with a roadmap, and it was really awesome to kind of have their take on it and put that professional production on it when I could only go so far. So it was definitely a learning experience, but I did go in there with a little bit of know-how on the demoing end.
So what was your favorite production experience?
My favorite production experience was probably the first one that I did with my band back in high school, just because it was the first time we were able to go in and play with all the toys and be in that environment where we could just sit down and really focus in on our craft with a producer and kind of decide where we were going to take the songs. We had spent a long time writing them and getting them ready, but it was the first time we actually got to flesh them out.
What about your least favorite experience?
I don't ever like going into the studio, whether I'm producing someone or recording myself, when I don't have a clear plan of what's going on. I love being able to create in the studio, and that's great, but when you're on the clock and you're pressed for time and people come in there and they're wanting to do a song and collaborate and they don't have a real good vision or idea for what they're going to be working with, and you're just trying to make something up for them, that's always frustrating. So this one time I was working on a song and this guy wanted to make a hip-hop record, and the only thing he came in with was, I just want to make it about top shelf liquor and flying in jets and stuff, and that's all fun, but if you don't have a roadmap, even for like a fun party song, like, you're really not going to go anywhere as far as trying to be creative. You got to create within limits. So that was a frustrating experience, and needless to say, I haven't done a track with him since.
After you graduate, what's your ultimate accomplishment going to be in the music production?
Well, the thing I want to do with music has changed over the years. I first started out wanting to get a record deal and go travel the world and be a musician, but as I got deeper and deeper involved, I realized my real love was just the creation of music. So right now, I just want to create stuff from my heart and record it and put it out there on iTunes or whatever on the internet, and let people download it as they will and just listen to it as they want to. And I want to send a message, that actually helps people live a better life instead of just something to get famous off of. I'd rather just create art from my heart for people to listen to.